Sagittarius, what is going on, Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I'm bringing you your end of October love reading. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, I got a hole in my thing. Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it is a general love reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. We're going to lay out two cards, one for you, one for the other person. The energies are interchangeable. So take whatever side resonates with you the most, okay? All right. First card for you, you have co-create. Nice. So this is you co-creating your destiny. This is you co-creating with the universe, you know, basically putting it out there like, hey, this is what I want in a relationship. This is what I want in a person. This is what I visualize. This is what I see myself. This is my intent, so on and so forth. So this is you trying to manifest this in your love life, whether you're with somebody or you're not with somebody. Okay, this is also you co-creating with somebody and creating that relationship that you want. Okay, but remember, it has to be co-creation and it has to be two people having the same goals and the same thing in mind when you're connecting with somebody. On the opposite end, we have orphaned. So someone is pulling back. Someone feels like they are misunderstood. Someone feels like, you know what, I don't feel like we're on the same page. Or they're just going through their own personal thing where they just shut down and they just go into that quote quote hermit mode, where it's just like they need to figure things out and they may kind of draw back on their communication with you. Okay, excuse my voice, I am healing from a cold and my voice had gotten affected. Let's go ahead and let's flesh it out. Okay, let's just move this over a little bit. Okay, so for you guys, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is you like trying to get a clear understanding on where you two stand with one another. This is, you know what, I don't want any confusion. I want this all put out front, what I expect, what we both expect from one another. And just, you're the one reaching out and doing the communication, okay? Excuse me. We have Five of Cups. All right, so while you're reaching out and doing the communication, just keep just focus on the right now. Focus on the present. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on things that might have occurred in past relationships or your current relationship where they went south or they went sour. Focus on the connection and unity that you have with this person at the present time. Even if they may or may not be withdrawn, okay, still focus on the good, all right? We have this, I had a feeling this card was going to come the frick up. We have the Seven of Swords. I had a feeling, it was just right when I said focus on the good, I just knew it. It just popped in my mind like the Seven of Swords is there. It's coming up. I knew it was next. All right. Not next, but I knew it was going to show up. So hold on. Oh shoot. All right, so with the Seven of Swords, because this person is withdrawing and you know, kind of like being non-responsive for things that you're kind of looking like you have, like they're not replying back in a way that you expected them to. It's kind of flat. So it's kind of putting you in the mind frame of like, what's going on? This person isn't being real. This person, you know, they have something else going on that they're not telling me, you know, so on and so forth. So you kind of just feel like there's some type of deception going on. Somebody's not being honest. Oh, it's way too many cards. Somebody's not being honest and upfront about, you know, what's really happening behind the scenes here. And that's where you get that clarity where it's just like, let's talk about it. We have the Emperor. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries. If you're not dealing with an Aries, this is you basically taking control, you know, of things. And this is where it ties in with the Ace of Swords here, because it's just like, listen, like, you know, been there, done that, not trying to do it again. So it's just like you're just trying to get a handle on, you know, where you two stand and you know, just trying to take the reins of the relationship, because the other person feels like, you know, it feels like they may have checked out a little bit, okay? Let's just pull out the last card. What's happening with the cards here, guys? But let's pull out the last card here and let's see before we go on to the other side. And we have the King of Cups, male or female, does not matter. This could be a Cancer, this could be a Scorpio, this could be a Pisces that you are dealing with. And if it's not that, then this is you getting in touch with, you know, your more intuitive side, where it's just like, all right, maybe I might be doing too much and taking too much control. Let me just pump the brakes for a second and hear out what this other person has to say, so that way whatever I can do to make this work, because you feel that you guys have a connection, whatever I can do on my end, instead of, you know, being the person who's taking the action, maybe I should just sit back and be the person that's just receptive and listening and, you know, giving them advice wherever I can help them, because, you know, somebody's in a funk. All right, somebody is feeling very funky right now. All right, so on this end, I pulled out 2, so I'm going to take it. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Fool. So they could be an Aquarius. The signs really don't matter. But they're trying to find answers within themselves. And they're willing to... Hold on. Give me a second. They want a clean slate. Wow. They want a clean slate in their life. Okay? Like, you guys are communicating, but for them, they're trying to start over again. And they may try to be starting over with you. There could have been something over here where you guys started off good, but then things kind of lost its momentum, and that's where you go into that what's going on with them, like I shouldn't trust them thing. But they're basically trying to keep it real. They're trying to at least keep it real with you and try to explain to you what's going on with them internally, because again, they had the whole orphan card here, so we're basing it off of that theme. So if they're trying to figure things out in their life, then they're just trying to look for answers. They're just trying to look for answers while they're going through their transformation. They're going through their own thing on their side, and it may have nothing to do with you. Let's go ahead. Okay, you want it? I'm going to give it to you. We have the Seven of Wands. There was an argument, there was a disagreement, there was an argument, and somebody's standing their ground. They feel like they're being misunderstood. They're feeling like they're not getting their side heard, or the other person's just taking charge, and they're like, you know what, this is how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, so on and so forth. We have the Page of Cups here. So they do have feelings for you, and they're expressing that. We have the Nine of Cups here. It's like, in order for them to get what they want, in order for them to get that complete emotional fulfillment, they just feel like you have to see things from their side. You have to see things from their point of view. That's what that's all about. They want you to see things from their point of view. Okay? And they're taking a stand. They're like, you know what, I'm going to go on this ledge, and you see how strong I am in my conviction on how I feel about you, or how I feel about whatever the argument, the discussion, the disagreement, whatever the hell that was. And then they have the Magician. They could be a Gemini. They could also be a Virgo as well. So they're working on it, but at the same time, how do I say this in so little words? You're always going to have somebody who's the leader, and you're always going to have somebody who's the follower of the relationship, okay? But ultimately, sometimes the follower, the person who usually goes with the flow, the one who maybe more on the submissive side of things, sometimes the follower needs to be heard too. Because sometimes in a relationship, you're so used to making all the decisions, so used to, you know, just determining how things are going to go, that you just fail to realize that the other person may have their own feelings and their own opinions, and they want to be heard too. So it's a matter of somebody wants to be heard, somebody wants to be understood, and somebody feels like that is haltering that connection. So what this person's going through, it's a communication issue. Like they're not completely telling you out front what it is that they really want. They're just giving you tidbits where you're like, what the hell it is? What do you really want? And they're just like, well, you know, I want you to hear where I'm coming from, but they're not completely putting everything out on the table. And that's where suspicions come in. But they're not trying to be suspicious about it. They're trying to be real. It's just that they need to find their voice and how they really want to say it to you in a way that you can hear it. Okay? They want to say it to you in a way that you can hear it. Sagittarius, thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, comment below if this resonates with you. In the meantime, you guys, I wish you many blessings. I wish you love and light. Ciao.